nutshell, our philosophy is that everybody, no matter what issue they have, can live, work, grow, and live a full life. I would like to read to you our mission statement because I think it encapsulates what we do, and I haven't yet memorized it because it's kind of new. Transitions Mental Health Association is dedicated to eliminating stigma and promoting recovery and wellness for people with mental illness through work, housing, community, and family supports. The vast majority of our clients are 41 to 59 years old.
Okay.
About 59% are in that age range, but we also serve from 7-year-olds to 17-year-olds, very few in a group home, and then every other age range, including transition age youth, from those are the 16 to 25-year-olds. Primarily schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, chronic depression, and major anxiety disorders are what our milieu is, severely persistent mentally ill. And there can be other kind of co-occurring issues such as substance abuse, and we do see that a lot in the 16 to 25-year-olds, as well as maybe some developmental disability or other associated illness. I'd say just 90% of our folks come through the county behavioral health department referral. And then we kind of provide like next steps in all sorts of different categories: family, work, home, community, things like that. Our Transitions Mental Health Association core is really, again, about the serious persistent mentally ill. So a lot of the kids that would be with the county behavioral health department then will move into either work. They could work at our Growing Grounds farm. They could live in our community housing, which is we rent a lot of homes that are maybe 4 and 5 bedroom and have very inexpensive rents, and people can, and the youth can stay there and then start going to work at the Growing Grounds farm, start going to our wellness centers to get involved in activities where they are client-driven, such things as leadership possibilities in leading and training groups after they've been in groups for a while on say, anger management, or if they're good at yoga or they have a skill like playing guitar, they can teach lessons to others.
Cool.
So little by little, those that are ambitious can build on those strengths. I think we measure progress in various ways. Watch your finger, Karen.
Oh, thank you.
Including an annual satisfaction survey. It's anonymous and goes out, and probably 30% of our 2,000, say, people active in our programs fill that out. So we get a sense of how people, how many people are working. Of those 2,000 people, about 27% work, which doesn't sound remarkable, but it's the statistic for people that are unemployed that have serious persistent mental illness is something like 80% unemployment. So we pride ourselves on having a lot of jobs in our organization for people, and that is a gauge that we use. There are the kind of negative gauges, like lack of not going to jail, not being in the hospital. So we track those times when people are in the hospital and in jail, but know that we've looked at things 4 years prior and 4 years after being involved in our programs, and see the steep decline in rehospitalizations or going back to jail.
Yeah.
And then I think positively, we look at more and more involvement in our peer advocacy groups, putting on forums, kind of moving ahead, but it's very hard to statistically capture everything.